the young students. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. I'm so happy that the President of the European Parliament is visiting me.
Happy to be here.
And there's so much work they are doing on issues like rule of law, including equal rights, on issues like migration, but also Ukraine. What you guys doing in Ukraine and the leadership, but also your personal leadership. I'm really looking forward to our talks.
Thank you. No, I'm happy to be here. Since I've been elected President of the European Parliament, I've seen Mark around the European Council table as a strong, experienced leader who can find solutions even when you don't think are possible at the beginning of the meeting. I'm happy to be here also to be able to talk to young students and meeting with different actors and also discussing what Europe means here, how we can do better.
Yesterday with 1,000 students, you said?
Yes, we had a meeting yesterday. Amazing. And there were people in the main room, people in university students who asked all sorts of questions. Where do we go? How, do we vote for who represents us in the European Parliament? Yeah. And that's, my answer is, European Union is not only in Brussels, it's not only in Strasbourg, but it's also in every single city, including here. And I hope to return to the Netherlands, actually, and go outside The Hague, and perhaps, really visit different parts of this country. So,
but she won, because I was in Leiden 3 weeks ago. I had 500 students. You had over 1,000.
No, because I had people spilled over,
yeah.
Great. And I had them, from different faculties. So.
Great.
What will be your main point in the speech to the Council of Ministers?
Well, first of all, I will outline the legislative targets of the European Parliament and the Council of the European Union as we head into a very, very intensive period before the European elections next year. When we talk about migration, we have taken the big steps. When we talk about the digital transition, we have taken the big steps. But now we have ahead very highly debatable discussions on finalizing the parts of the climate package and getting an agreement on migration with the Council. So what I will be asking also the ministers is, tell us where the Netherlands can put its stamp on legislation, what the people in this country would like from Europe, but also to bridge that gap, not to no longer have to face an election where we say Europe is too far away. And I think that we have to do everywhere, including here.
Will you push that the Dutch will agree with the accession of Bulgaria to the Schengen zone?
Yeah, this is something that I've said for a very long time. The Parliament has said this since 2011. Yeah. If the European Commission, all the political and legal obstacles have been surpassed, therefore I think we should allow Romania and Bulgaria to join the Schengen zone. And it's not a matter of permission, it's a matter of rights. And I think the message should be to the Romanians and Bulgarians that they deserve to be inside the Schengen area. It's a transformative message. I do.
Het gebeurt zelden dat een buitenlandse functionaris de minister aan moet spreken. Waarom gebeurt dat in dit geval?
Because this is a very special moment. This is the President of the European Parliament visiting. And on Friday, so this is a fantastic opportunity to have the whole cabinet here, because we have our meeting. And to really have that debate with you is really an honor.
I wanted to also to thank the Netherlands for Ukraine and also your leadership. That has meant, that for us in the European Parliament and in the European Council, we have been, in very quick step. We think that 1 year ago, this is when the Bucha massacre was. I was there 1 year ago in Kiev. And that's,
Madam President.
Good morning, Eddie.
Good morning. Your presence yesterday at the debate and your thank you. I'm privileged.
It's tall enough, cover everyone.
True. And you talked about the importance of voting. You even offered to sort of call people up and encourage them to vote personally. Does that mean that the sort of EU election campaign is now officially starting?
Well, I would say that it is my responsibility to make sure that I get to as many people as possible who are today thinking, where is Europe on the things that matter, and where will they go when they are asked to vote? Most importantly, that somebody asks them to vote. I think in too many countries we have especially younger people who feel disenfranchised, who feel ignored, who feel like they have no one who represents them. And I want to present them with a variety of options that gives them the possibility to at least debate. Because, as I said yesterday, if they don't like what they see, it's too late if they haven't voted. But if they have voted, they can hold the politicians to account. So rather than a campaign, I would say, when I said I was elected, I wanted to burst through the Brussels and Strasbourg bubble. This is what I meant by being here and doing this around Europe. Thanks.
And Mr. Russo, what do you think about the prospect of President Metsola carrying on being president or being president of the Commission, in the next few years?
Yeah, obviously, what the state of play will be about all the roles anyone will take after election, we don't know. I can only say that I'm really impressed by what this president is doing in the European Parliament, the way she's representing Europe in the European countries, the way you're bringing your case to the European Council, each meeting we have, which is very impressive. So I can only say we have an effective president of the European Parliament, and we need that because the European Parliament is one of the three crucial institutions in the EU. And to maintain the institutional balance, you need to have a strong president. So I'm very happy. Thank you. See you later.
Dan gaan ze naar binnen dan. Maar dan is het natuurlijk de grote vraag. Kun je al aan een pasje bij horen? Nee, dat mag niet.